is up there, and it is almost as bright as the moon. After Venus and the moon, Jupiter is the brightest thing in the sky, and it's going to appear brighter and bigger than usual.
Jupiter is stealing the night sky right now, shining brighter than it will at any other point this year. If you've noticed a steady, brilliant light rising after sunset and wondered if it was a plane, a star, or something unusual, chances are you were looking straight at the largest planet in the solar system. This is Jupiter at peak visibility, a moment astronomers wait for all year, when distance, timing, and alignment all come together to put the gas giant on full display. This annual moment happens when Jupiter reaches opposition, the point where Earth passes directly between Jupiter and the Sun. From our perspective, that places Jupiter opposite the Sun in the sky, meaning it rises at sunset, stays visible all night, and sets at sunrise. More importantly, it's also when Jupiter is closest to Earth in its orbit for the year. That closeness makes it appear bigger, brighter, and more detailed than usual, turning even casual stargazers into accidental planet watchers. Jupiter doesn't just get a little brighter at opposition. It dominates. Only the Moon and Venus can outshine it, and Venus isn't always around when darkness falls. Jupiter's light is unmistakable because it doesn't flicker like stars do. Stars twinkle because their light is distorted by Earth's atmosphere. Planets shine with a steadier glow, and Jupiter, with its massive size and reflective cloud tops, looks almost unreal, like a white gold jewel pinned to the sky. What makes this the best view all year isn't just brightness. It's stability. At opposition, Jupiter is higher in the sky for longer stretches of the night. That means you're looking through less atmosphere, which sharpens the view. Even a small pair of binoculars can reveal its four largest moons, Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, lined up beside the planet like tiny escorts. Over the course of a single evening, you can actually watch them move, shifting positions as they orbit Jupiter at incredible speeds. Those moons alone are enough to justify stepping outside. Galileo first observed them in 1610, and in doing so, helped overturn the idea that everything in the universe orbited Earth. Watching them now connects you directly to that moment in scientific history. You're seeing the same phenomenon that changed humanity's understanding of its place in the cosmos, except now you don't need a hand-ground telescope or a radical willingness to challenge authority. Through a modest telescope, Jupiter becomes something else entirely. Cloud bands stretch across its disk, alternating light and dark stripes caused by powerful jet streams in its atmosphere. These storms are larger than Earth, moving at hundreds of miles per hour. And then there's the Great Red Spot, a massive storm that has been raging for at least 3 centuries. It's large enough to swallow Earth whole, and depending on timing, it may be visible as a faint oval embedded in one of the cloud bands. The fact that you can see weather systems on a planet nearly 800 million kilometers away is staggering. This isn't a photograph or a simulation. It's real-time observation. Light leaves Jupiter, crosses the solar system, passes through Earth's atmosphere, and lands directly on your retina. When Jupiter is at its brightest, that connection feels stronger, more immediate. Jupiter's brilliance has shaped human culture for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations tracked it carefully, associating it with kings, gods, and authority because of how dominant it appeared in the sky. Even now, its presence feels commanding. It doesn't blend in. It announces itself. In a sky crowded with stars, Jupiter stands apart simply by being too bright to ignore. This peak viewing window also lasts longer than many people realize. While opposition marks the exact moment of maximum brightness, Jupiter remains spectacular for weeks before and after. That gives plenty of chances to observe it at different times, watch its moons rearrange themselves, and notice subtle changes in its appearance. It becomes less of a one-night event and more of an ongoing relationship with the night sky.
You might need to pull out your sunglasses at night because there are some really bright stars in the sky this week, except they're not stars. So that's why we're going to be able to see Jupiter more so than on other nights?
Yeah, it's coming into something called opposition, where it's actually in Earth's side of the solar system, directly opposite the sun. So it's kind of Jupiter, the Earth sitting between Jupiter and the sun, and it's a lot closer than it normally is. So it looks a lot bigger to us.
There's also something uniquely satisfying about spotting Jupiter without any equipment at all. In an age of screens and filters, seeing something so distant with your naked eye feels grounding. You don't need an app. You don't need coordinates. You just need to look up and trust what you're seeing. That bright, steady point isn't a star. It's a planet so large it outweighs all the others combined, ruling the solar system with gravity strong enough to shape the paths of asteroids and comets. Jupiter plays a quiet but crucial role in Earth's history. Its immense gravity acts as a cosmic gatekeeper, influencing the movement of debris in the solar system. Some scientists believe Jupiter has helped protect Earth by deflecting or capturing objects that might otherwise have crossed our path. Others argue it can also send material inward. Either way, its influence is undeniable. Seeing Jupiter at its brightest is like seeing the muscle behind the solar system's architecture. This is also a perfect moment for beginners to get into astronomy. Jupiter is forgiving. It's easy to find. It looks impressive even through basic equipment. It rewards curiosity immediately, without the frustration that comes with hunting faint galaxies or barely visible nebulae. If someone has ever thought about buying binoculars or setting up a small telescope, this is the time when the payoff is instant. Even if you never touch a telescope, Jupiter's presence changes how the sky feels. It adds depth. It reminds you that those points of light aren't all the same. Some are suns, some are worlds. Some, like Jupiter, are massive systems unto themselves, with dozens of moons, powerful magnetic fields, and atmospheres more violent than anything on Earth. As the night stretches on and Jupiter climbs higher, it becomes a companion to the long winter evenings. You can step outside early, see it rising. Check again before bed, see it higher. Look once more near dawn, and it's still there, refusing to yield the sky. That persistence is part of what makes this viewing window special. Eventually, Jupiter will fade slightly, slipping away from opposition, rising later, shining a little less fiercely. It will still be visible, still impressive, but this moment, when it dominates the entire night, is brief in astronomical terms. Missing it doesn't mean you've lost your chance forever, but catching it now means seeing Jupiter at its absolute best. So if the sky is clear, take a moment. Let your eyes adjust. Find the brightest object that isn't the moon. That's Jupiter, closer, brighter, and more revealing than it will be all year.
So Jupiter will begin rising shortly after dusk, like midnight-ish on Thursday. Anytime, sunset to sunrise, you should be able to see it. And I promise, I know we say a lot of these astronomical events, folks in the city will have a hard time, but this is one of those cases where you can see the moon, you should be able to see Jupiter.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through the cosmos, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell. And when you're ready for your next space mystery, click the video right here.